Hopefully this works on Instagram. If it doesn't, I'm going to have to go back and edit it again, which that would be tragic. That would be tragic. Let's see. Instagram, please work. Instagram work. Instagram works. Let's go. We got IG. We got IG. We got all of them. Now we're back. All right. Got to go live on TikTok. Go live in 3, 2, 1. Bang. Let's go. All right. Let's go here. Let's see. Is YouTube working? Where's the YouTube chat at? Where's YouTube? Okay. It does stay streaming on YouTube. Okay. There we go. Well, why is YouTube not in? Okay. YouTube isn't here. Okay. Fantastic. What's your pick for this weekend? Oh boy, what's going on, guys, on Instagram? I have not made my picks yet. I may spill the beans this weekend or right now in this live stream about whom I'm gonna pick. I am looking at, though, because I did say it on the podcast, I am looking at Alex Bowman. I'm looking at Alex Bowman to pull out a shocker. That would be kind of crazy. Will be kind of crazy. Now there would not be getting all my channels up here right now. Instagram, thank y'all for tuning in. Yeah, let's talk some NASCAR. What's going on? The Legend MV. What's going on, Ryan? Yeah, Gray Bear. Wish Priest could win. At this point, I want Ryan Priest to win. I just don't know if Ryan Priest has what it takes. I mean, I hate to say that, but I just don't know if he has what it takes. I want to see him win desperately want to see him win. I just don't think it's there. I got to pull up the chat. There we go. Fantastic. All right, I'm going to pull my other screen over here. What's going on, everybody on TikTok? Ricky, Katie. What's going on, Uncle John? What's going on, Nathan? What's going on, Zach? Talking some NASCAR. Right now, we're talking about Richmond. So I'm going to throw the question back. Who are y'all's picks for Richmond? Because Richmond is going to be, I think it's going to be an entertaining race. I think it's going to be a fun race. And I'm probably going to go through my picks right here live. Not officially. Not going to announce anything just yet, but I'm going to see what it be. What's going on, McDowell for life? Priest win for the playoffs. He could win Talladega too. I can agree with that. I can agree. I think the big thing for Priest is, will he have any help? You know, will he have the help at a track like that? I think he could. But again, I mean, watch out for Brad K. Brad K's so good. And if Brad K somehow locks himself in, I don't know if he will. Blaney and Cup and Carruth and trucks, absolutely. Would love to see Carruth win. I watched Carruth win in Nashville. That was amazing. Blaney's a solid pick for sure. Blaney's a solid pick. Denny, but I see the Toyota's doing really well. Yeah, Toyotas will probably dominate this race. I mean, you can't go to Richmond without looking at Denny Hamlin and the Toyotas. So it's gonna be the Toyota show. What's going on, John? Natalie, what's going on, Ray? People on the TikToks. And yeah, Corey Hyman truck. What's going on, Brett? Yeah, Corey Hyman trucks is a gimme. It's a gimme pick. It's a gimme pick. But yeah, let's talk about some stats. So I'm looking right now at the last 6 races in the NASCAR Cup Series at Richmond. And the driver, not to anybody's surprise, with 2 wins and has the best average finish of 5th, is Denny Hamlin. Denny Hamlin is going to be one of the best picks this weekend. I think he's going to be on it again. It's hard to not look at Richmond without looking at Denny Hamlin. And so you have to look at Hamlin, finish in the top 5 out of 6 times. What's going on, Will? What's going on, folks on TikTok? So you have to look at Hamlin. Kyle Larson also has the second highest. Actually, let me go to average finish. So Christopher Bell actually has the second highest average finish among current active drivers with 7.3. But also he only has 2 top 5s. And 5 top 10. So he matches Bell. Yeah, Bryce. I mean, I think it could be, I think that's a solid pick as well. I mean, I've been waiting to see Christopher Bell bounce back. Ryan says, Richmond is my home track. I wish I could go. Dude, it's going to be an amazing race. An amazing race. What's going on, Levi? What's going on? I'm going to turn my notifications off because I'm getting too many notifications. There we go. Not on TikTok. Just overall notifications. There we go. Where are we? Okay. Yeah, I mean, Bell is going, I think, to do very well this weekend. I think I would say Bowman for Richmond, but that's pure hopium. So Logano for Cup, Honeycutt for trucks. Hey, Bluebells of England, I'm going to have to stay. If I give a pick, I don't like going back. But again, I want to make my picks based off of race data and practice data as well, not just previous data on the field. I like Bowman without looking at practice data. I just don't know how well he's going to do overall. I mean, you have looking at Alex Bowman's stats. Currently, he's sitting overall in the last 6 races. He has no top 5s, 2 top 10s, 5 top 20s, and his average starting position of 11th and average finishing position of 16th. So he's dropping about 5 places a race. I just don't know. I just don't know if he could do it. I want him to. That's just who I predicted. Do I watch modifieds? No, but I heard there's a big mod race coming up this weekend. Somebody, I can't remember. Somebody said in my chat, though. Bryce said I'm going to Richmond and sitting in the grandstands that are really high up. Hell yeah, dude. Richmond is a bucket list track for me. I want to go be, and I've heard it's almost near a sellout, which is awesome to see. So, yeah, Ryan, what's the mod race this weekend? That's the big one. But yeah, I mean, looking at some of these other drivers that could do well. I mean, let me actually pull up some other stats while we're talking about this. Let's see. Thank you, Eilish, I believe. Looking at some speed rankings too. Go to Richmond really quick and see some of this stuff. What's up, Max? Lindsay, what is up? Lindsay on the gram. What's up, Lindsay on the gram? Glad to see you finally participate. You got to get Jesse and Chad in these. They don't support me anymore, Lindsay. It's kind of sad. It's kind of sad. I'm kidding. But looking at the speed ranking over the last, I guess it's 2022, Denny Hamlin at the top with Joey Logano, Christopher Bell, Chase Elliott, and William Byron right there. So Denny Hamlin is going to be tough to beat. He's going to be very, very tough to beat this weekend. What's going on? What's going on, folks? Oh, you're going to spam? Thanks, Lindsay. Thanks, Lindsay. Richmond, Virginia for Lovers 150. Okay, where are they racing at? Are they racing at Richmond? I didn't know that. Did not know that. But really looking at some other drivers and speed ranking perspectives. Martinsville. Yeah, I did know that. That'd be pretty epic to see. Just saw your vid of Dylan's paint scheme looking like seniors. Yeah, so let's talk about that really quick. Let me pull this up because I don't know if it's just me, but the back end of this car looks like seniors. The back end of this car looks like seniors. I gotta get my chat right. Hold on. Gotta get the paint schemes up. Hold on. Yeah, Richmond, Ryan. Okay, cool. All right. Now, it may just be me, but this thing looks like Dale Earnhardt Sr.'s car. Let's see if I can bring it over. Is it going to work? It's like, if you were to hide I can't do this on screen, so it's hard to see. And if you're on TikTok, you're not seeing this, unfortunately. Well, I guess I could turn my screen like this. That looks like Dale Earnhardt Sr.'s car. I think it looks like Dale Earnhardt Sr.'s car. It obviously the front's very different, but if you were to put your hand over the screen, basically halfway through the 3, even over the entire 3, and look to the back 4 or 3/4 of the car, it looks like the back end of Dale Sr.'s car. I see it. I don't know. Might just be me. Remove that. Let's get back. Full screen. Would Max say I won't be able to watch this weekend because I'm going to be up north with my friends? Awesome. Hey, friends are cool. Friends are good. Yeah, I mean, I see it. I think it's there. It's definitely there. If you're not also all the TikTok fam, I wish I could share my screen. I wish I could share my screen TikTok, but I can't. It's unfortunate. I'm going to talk about some paint schemes, though, that are going on this weekend. I'm going to go paint scheme by paint scheme. First one I'll show is the underwear car. So on TikTok, I'll describe it. John Brother, let's go. What's up? So, Sal, your comment has been flagged, my guy. Your comment has been flagged. The TikTok gods do not like you saying, John Brother, let's go. I just had to approve it. That's pretty sad. So that's the underwear car. Ross Chastain's. Yes, you, Sal. It's Banana Town. As you say. So you got Ross in the underwear car. You got a very typical Austin Cindric number 2 Menards. Nothing too spectacular there. TikTok, you're not missing a lot. You got the 3 that looks like Dale Seniors. I guess I could flip my screen around, but I'm not going to. And you got the 4 car, Noah Gragson. He's running an armor guard paint scheme. I guess I could do this. We'll do a little something here. We'll do a little something. Sal, you are liking the live. If you're not my number 1 liker before this, I will be very sad. We're going to do this. I'm going to shift TikTok over this way. Hold on, folks, so TikTok can see these paint schemes. And then I need to flip said camera. Flip camera. There we go. There we go. Back that up right there. Fantastic. So TikTok can see exactly what I'm looking at. There we go. All right. So we got that paint scheme that I just don't. I mean, it's cool. It has a freaking knight on it, but like, it's bright and orange. I guess it's cool. It's kind of growing on me now. Okay, you know, actually, I kind of like it. I kind of dig it. I kind of dig it. Let's go on to the next one. You got Kyle Larson. I'm not going to share that one. BuiltSubmarines.com. There's another one. Then you got the Gamebridge Super League car. So the Gamebridge Super League. I'm not sure. Is that a USL? I am not sure what the Super League is. We're going to find this out together, folks. We're going to learn together. What is the Super League? Is that soccer? Yeah, it's soccer. Okay, it's what I couldn't remember if it was soccer or not. Literally the colors of my middle school, and the main character was night. Hey, there you go. There you go. That is a car. You have to cheer for Graxon this weekend because of that, Max. Thank you, Self-Made Internship D on Kick, the automated message. Bush and Blaney are running test cars. Yeah, let's talk about them. Let's move on. So I made a video talking about this paint scheme. Not this one particularly, actually. I was going to, but this is Kyle Busch's Rebel Bourbon paint scheme. And I thought Ryan Blaney's was bland. A United Soccer League? That makes sense. Thank you, Lindsay. Of course. Top 5 schemes this weekend. Ryan, after this, I'll go through them all. I made a comment about Ryan Blaney's being bland as hell. Look at this one. Now, I am a big supporter of Rebel Bourbon. I'm a big supporter of it. I have 2 bottles on my shelf. I don't know why they went away with the wood grain cars. I don't know why they went away with the wood grain cars. Now, I love the matte black. Don't get me wrong. From a branding marketing perspective, it gets your eyes to what they want, which is the logo. You know it's there. But I want to see something else. Something else out of this scheme. Something else. It's a little disappointing. Going to there's the Universe scheme for Chase. And then we have this Seabest paint scheme for good old Ty Dillon. Now, if I'm not mistaken, the top of this car, appreciate the share, Tyler. The top of this car, black looks good on these cars. No, black looks amazing on these cars. So I think this paint scheme is actually paired up with, I think it's Roma. I might be wrong. Something is different. Not typically, this is not the typical Seabest. I love this octopus right here. I think it's pretty epic. But it looks pretty cool there. Okay, now we're going to go on to another one. Let's talk. Okay, we got Denny Hamlin. Now let's talk. This is the other one. This is the other black one that we got to discuss. So this is Ryan Blaney's body armor scheme. And if you want to know what the front looks like, it's not much. It's just the bottles on the front of the car. But there's just nothing. I mean, it definitely is like a 2-tone gray. Looks good. Oh, what's up? Going on, Daniel? Daniel joined on the gram. Appreciate Daniel joining on the gram. I just don't. I like the car. Personally, I like the car. But I also want to see branding. I want to see the bottles. I want to see these things incorporated more into the paint scheme. But also, it is a night race. So I think it's cool to see there. Now, my TikTok is being odd. There we go. I dig it, but also it's very, very bland. Very, very bland. I think they could have done both. I think they could have done this, or they could have gone both ways. Looking forward to seeing these on track makes a difference. Absolutely. Yeah. Being on track makes a difference. Okay. We're going to look at AJ Allmendinger's Black's tire. See, now this is a good use of branding and paint schemes. I mean, you have the tire mark. I'm going to move my phone back just a little bit more. You can see my Ferrari logo right there. They need to pick a body armor car. Yeah, for sure. So this Black's tire one is actually pretty cool. I actually like it a lot. I think it the cool tire tracks on the side, bright yellow and white. I think it'll look good under the lights. I'm a fan of that one. I'm a fan of that. Now let's go to the Fifth Third Bank car. That one looks typical there for everybody else that's not on TikTok. Typical scheme for Chase Briscoe with the Bass Pro Shops tracker. Got the DeWalt for Christopher Bell. And then you have Josh Berry's run this one, I believe, before the Aero car. You got Joey Logano's normal 22, the Lidos 23. I'll show that one so people know what the heck I'm talking about. Penske posted a photo of the 12 car in the shop, and it looks like one shade of black. Well, then that possibly could be what the heck it is. That could possibly be just one shade of black. And so there's that one. That one's kind of to me. Byron's Liberty University scheme. You got the C4 scheme. You got the C4 scheme with Jesse Love. I think this is a better car, better version than previous ones. So I'll have to give them that. And then you got Todd Gillen the same, Riley Herbst, Long John Silvers, Haas Tooling. A lot of the same schemes, the Chumba Casinos for the 45. You got the Ram self-storage. So you got the Knight versus the Ram. You got the big old Ram right here on the side of the car, green car right there. And then if you got Ally, you got the Arrowhead for the 51, Sirius XM for the 54, Kleenex for the 60. Now, I think this is kind of boring. I want to see more Kleenexes all over the car, but I guess that's not very sanitary. But okay, sure. It's all right. It's all right. You got the Robin Hood for Corey Heim, Workforce for Michael McDowell, Carson Oates for Delaware Life, and then WeatherTech, and then Quaker State. So nothing too out of the ordinary. Ryan Priest, very nice dude. Yeah. Ryan Priest is a very nice dude, or nice paint scheme for Ryan Priest. I'm going to move my phone over so I can do this. Okay, there we go. Yeah, those are the paint schemes for this weekend. And it's, yeah, he is a nice dude. Jess, what's going on? Glad to see you back. Glad to see you back. We're trying to figure out TikTok again because I can't figure out TikTok. Thank you. Thank you for that, Jess. Appreciate it. Appreciate the love. Appreciate the love. Show Carson's. Okay, hold on. There's Carson's. It's just a Delaware Life. Pretty basic. Actually, we can't really see this. So that's Delaware Life. There you go for the TikTok fam. So that it's a basic car. I mean, nothing. Thank you. I can get this done. Yeah. So TikTok, it's being weird. So TikTok, they won't let me live stream on Restream anymore, which is what I use. And so now I'm going to shift my chair. Now I have to use my phone. So yeah, Lindsay, it is boring. It is pretty boring. But yeah, so we got the Cup Series this weekend. We also have the trucks at Richmond. I think both will be good races. Got to remember the truck race is on Friday tomorrow, and the Cup race is on Saturday. So it's Richmond. It is Richmond. Yeah. So yeah, Jess. I don't know if it's just me, but it is. It definitely is an issue. I don't know why. I don't know what's going on with it, but a little odd. So I can't stream the way that I want to stream on it, but it's fine. It's all good. But yeah, so I'm curious. So people who are just popping in, who are y'all's picks for this weekend? Who are y'all's picks for the NASCAR Cup Series? Thank you. I appreciate that. Thank you. What's up, Braden on the gram? Good Instagram presence today. I appreciate it. I'm glad Instagram's finally showing out. Isn't it? Lindsay, I don't know who Kelsey Decker is. No, she's not. She's racing in Daytona. And that's Natalie Decker. Lindsay, come on now. No, yeah. So Natalie Decker, she's racing at Daytona in the ARCA series with a Wawa car. Which, Sal, if you're still in here, dude, we got to figure out a way for you to get that Wawa hood. If you're not going to get it, we got to get it. We both got to split one. Your Sal's not in here anymore, unfortunately. Darn Sal. So Byron this weekend, Lindsay says. I mean, I think it could be a good race for Byron. I mean, Byron at Richmond, hasn't had the best finishes. He has 1 top 5, 2 top 10s, average finish of 13.2. So it's not, yeah, Natalie Decker. Yes. Kelsey. How the heck do you get Kelsey? Probably watching the Travis Kelsey, Taylor Swift podcast. No, I'm kidding. Well, maybe you were. Maybe I'm not kidding. I don't know. But yeah, no, Natalie Decker is running a Daytona. But yeah, William Byron this weekend. I don't know. I don't know if I would go heavy on Byron. I don't know if it worked. I don't know. It's a little bit seems like a trap to me. But I mean, his speed has been top 5 speed. His finishes haven't been there. So who knows? Who knows? And this might be a little bit of a shorter live, just because. Oh, I just have dang it. I really got water on my shirt. Shorter of a live because we only got NASCAR this weekend. No F1 yet. No IndyCar. IndyCar's gone. I guess we could talk about that. So this is the question. I'm not a Swiftie. Lindsay says she's not a Swiftie. Okay, I got a question for people who watch IndyCar or just talk about motorsports in general. What are the thoughts on Alex Palou winning the championship? 2, I guess technically 3, but now we have 2 races to go. Do you like that? Is that boring to you? What are your thoughts? What are your thoughts? Because I know a lot of people who don't like it. A lot of people are like, oh, I'm not going to tune in. Oh, there's no reason to tune in. Well, I mean, for the championship, no, but there's still a couple races left. So it's still races. And yeah, the original live, by the way, completely just went to crap. I forgot my Instagram. Forgot the Instagram. So had to do that. But yeah, so hella boring. Yeah, I mean, I think the battles are going to be nice. I think the battles are going to be but I think it's going to be interesting to see what Palou does. He's clinched. I mean, he could still continue to break records, but does he want to? I think he will. I just hope Newgarden can stop whatever's happening to him. I don't even know. The race won't be as entertaining this come. Lindsay, I don't know about that. I think the race will be fairly entertaining. Lindsay says the race won't be as entertaining this come late August. I think it could be fun because Penske is trying to bounce back and actually have a decent finish on an oval. So they need to change it to make closer racing and worth more and to make it boring because you know who wins. So I would argue that the racing is close. Palou's just been knocking it out of the park. I think I think the racing is fairly close across the board. I mean, I think there's any chance that any given team can win. Newgarden has been cursed. The Penske curse is real. If you know Motorsports Anonymous, you know the Penske curse is real. It's rough. It is rough. So, yeah, I don't know what to think. It's sad. It's sad. But what's going on? T Phil, what's going on there, boss? Good to see you in the live. Maybe he's still in here. Don't know if he's still in. But yeah, going to be a little bit of a shorter live today. But yeah, IndyCar, I think I don't think it'll be too boring. I think we're still going to have some good finishes, still have some good racing. Back you up a little bit, just because I think there's so many possibilities at the oval. Because typically you want to go towards Penske's, but Penske, I wouldn't touch it with a 10-foot pole this season on the freaking ovals. So it's rough. It's rough. Oh man. So we got Formula One. Nothing really happened in that world, but yeah, we got NASCAR. Now I'm curious. I want to know if you had to make a championship pick today. Who's your championship pick, or who's your championship winner for NASCAR? Who's your championship winner? Because I already gave my pick, unfortunately. I might change it, though. I might change it. Championship pick for the NASCAR Cup Series. Unfortunately, I'm going to have to go Hamlin on my side, to be honest. but that's just, I had to pick that. Chad and I picked that same driver actually in our podcast. So that was unfortunate. But who is your championship pick? That's the question. That is the question. That'll be the final question, actually, before we wrap up. There's also some news dropping in the NASCAR world that I can't see. Best engineering F1. Oh, absolutely. Yeah, WEC has the most, I think, the best racing by far. I know, Lindsay. I know. So, Lindsay, who's your championship pick? Leisha finally joins the live. Wow. Thank you, Leisha. Elijah, actually. If we go back, we want to throw it back. What's going on, Eric? So hold on. There's some NASCAR news that I got to find. I don't know. It's blowing up my feed. I don't know what's happening. Don't even know what's happening. Hold on. Whoa. So we got some breaking news. I love the Taylor Kitchen collab. It was amazing. It was amazing because we had bumpers pulled out of fridges. We had cars, or we had cats. We had cars too. We also had a freaking tire. It was amazing. It was amazing. So there are rumors that NASCAR is considering. Hold on, having a. I have no idea. I have no idea. How do I get away from cats? Just get away. I don't know. Maybe some water. Maybe like back in high school where you had those. Eric, I did not see that. No. SVG 2025 champ, Ty Bostic. You got to be kidding me. The tire one, it must be the water. It must be the water. The water in the seat. If SVG wins the 2025 championship, I will get SVG tattooed on my left arm. Heard it here first. He will not win the championship, by the way. But bigger news, NASCAR is actually considering breaking from Jordan Bianchi of The Athletic, moving the 2026 All-Star race to Dover. To Dover? You got to be kidding me, folks. Now, I love Dover as a track, but anybody's thoughts? Anybody's thoughts on that? Moving the race, the All-Star race to Dover. No way. There's no way. Yeah, I don't know about that. Larson, 2025 champ. Very possible. Very possible. Like, I love Dover as a track. 59. There we go. There we go. There we go, Ty. You know what's up. I need to practice with the new screens tonight, Ty. Byron winning it all this year. Robbie, I freaking hope so, man. I hope so. I hope so. I can't, between my other sports teams, between Ferrari just shitting the bed, I can't deal with another heartbreak. I can't deal with it. I can't. My original 2025 prediction was William Byron, and I'm a Chastain fan. You have good picks there. Been to a Monster Mile many times. Not exciting for that. No way. I don't know. I just don't think. I mean, the Monster Mile would be great, but for a All-Star race, like, take it back to Charlotte. That's what I would really want. Or Rockingham or something. That's what people are saying to me right now. Some Rockingham races. Ty, let's go 1, 2, 3 tonight, by the way. Let's go 1, 2, 3. So, okay, we're going to throw it back to everybody. Where would y'all want to see the All-Star race? Keep it where it is. Move it to Charlotte, back to Charlotte. How many road courses do you want on the schedule ideally? I mean, I think 6 is fine. Oh, what's up? Hey, Gunner's here. What's going on, boss? Good to see you. Good to see you in here. Um, so I want to keep Watkins Glen. I'd keep Sonoma. I'd keep. I wouldn't get rid of the Roval. Or actually, I would get rid of the Roval. I don't like the Roval. Rescue Rockingham, no bias. Absolutely, let's do it. Or Charlotte, yeah, John, absolutely. Nashville, Lindsay. Hey, that'd be closer to us. So I'm going to take the location bias on that. What's going on, Aaron? What's going on, Aaron? Road courses I would keep on the calendar. I'd keep Sonoma. I'd keep Watkins Glen. I'd keep Coda. I'd keep those three. All the purpose tracks. I'd go to a road course or a street course. Go to Chicago, or I guess now go to San Diego. So that's 4. I'd get rid of the Roval, so that eliminates that to 5. I don't know. I mean, I think between 4 and 6. Short course on Coda? Absolutely. Absolutely. Actually, just run Coda in reverse. Let's just run a Coda in reverse. Gunnar says, run Coda or short course on Coda. I say Coda in reverse. So, also, I'm going to get a bigger poll on this. Do you think they should do an oval in reverse? Well, no, because that would ruin the entire narrative of NASCAR drivers only being able to turn left. No. How about running an Indy track, mix it up? So are you referring to like an Indy road course or an Indy street course? Absolutely. See, that is one big thing that I don't understand why series don't do more of. Why don't you try to make a bigger weekend out of your calendars? He said, how about running an Indy track? Yeah, go to Long Beach, go to Detroit, go somewhere that you could have a multiple series race, because I would love to see a weekend. It's probably never going to happen. I would love to see a weekend where you had NASCAR, probably Cup, probably Xfinity. I would love to see a weekend where you had IndyCar mixed in there and an IMSA. Get all 3 in there. Get sports cars, get open wheels, get NASCAR, get every kind of type of car. Because what that's going to do is that's going to open up the floodgates to have different series and awareness to multiple series. I think it'd be fun. Absolutely. And an oval in reverse, I think it could be fun. Like, imagine running Martinsville in reverse, or imagine running I guess you would have to flip the setup, but imagine it'd be crazy, like a Talladega in reverse or a Daytona in reverse. That'd be ridiculous. New multi-class race, GTP Cup and IndyCar. What could go wrong? Yeah. Now, so that multi-class, I don't know about that one. Bristol in reverse would be one for the centuries. No, what they should do with Bristol, completely tear out the inside, make it a banked figure 8. Just make it a banked figure 8. That's all we have to do. That's what's going to bring the fans. Yeah, multi-class would be a freaking death trap, but I would love to see it, though. I would love to see it. I would love to see a multi-class race. Just once. Just once. It could be an exhibition. It could be something. But multi-class racing, I think, could be pretty fun. Could be pretty fun. Give me a street oval. See, Aaron, you're on the side of Denny Hamlin. Denny Hamlin said that, I think, didn't he say street oval? I can't remember. Multi-class on Daytona road course. So this is not a hot topic. I think we should change the NASCAR road course schedule from going to the Roval to going to Daytona on the road course at Daytona. I think I like that track. Obviously, it's a little bit different. We've tried it before. I think we got to go back. I think it'd be better than the Roval. I'm not a huge fan of the Roval. Oh, a street oval would be a spectacle. It would be insane what they could do. A street oval would be incredible. Multi-class on Daytona road course, could add NASCAR to IMSA, TBH. I mean, at this point, with the independent rear suspensions, with what they have in the technology in the car, I mean, it's basically a GT3 car with a stock car body. It really is a GT3 car. And I made a point about that in a previous video where, Kyle Petty came out, and we could talk about this now. Kyle Petty came out and said that, and I respect the dude, obviously, and his opinions and whatnot. I just don't agree with him, though. He said that it's ahead of its time, basically, and we just got to catch up to it, which I will agree. Technological perspectives, yes. That car is so far advanced that it is beyond what the previous generation was. Obviously, I mean, just look at the technology in the car. But also, the racing's been bad. Now, I think The car in and of itself isn't the issue. I think it's what is specific aspects in the car. Obviously, I'm preaching to the choir. I mean, horsepower. You got to have more horsepower in these damn cars. You have to have horsepower. I don't think that there is I don't see why we don't. I don't see why we don't. And I made a comment on ATYL Media's post. They were asking, if you were in charge for NASCAR for a day, what would you do? And I said, increase the horsepower to 900 or 1,000. Get rid of the stages because I want to see a legit race. Get rid of get rid of the diffuser. I have mixed thoughts on the diffuser, because the diffuser is supposed to clean up the air. And so if you get rid of the diffuser, it'll dirty air. But also somebody said that the diffuser dirties the air. And I was like, I didn't think the diffuser dirtied the air. So in talking about the chase, I think we should go back to not a win and you're in, but a total point situation where you have, let me do the math on this. So you have 20 races in the regular season, and it's all based off of points. The top 16 in points, you make it to the round of 16. And once you get to the round of 16, it's 4 races with 4 different kind of tracks, and you take the total amount of points there. You don't win and you're in. You don't carry any playoff points over. It resets back to the chase. What's going on, Jack? I don't even know what that emoji is. I think I know what it is, but I can't tell. But go back to the chase where you have, I think you expand it to 4 races. So 12 races in the chase. Well, I would have to make that wrong. 24 races regular season, 12 races in the chase. And then you have 3 rounds, all 4 races at 4 different kind of tracks. Road course, street, or road course, oval, intermediate. Wow. Road course, short, a track, intermediate, and super speedway. And just go through them. I mean, Daytona, Talladega, Atlanta. You have Bristol, Martinsville, do Richmond. And then you have Coda, Watkins, Glen, Sonoma. And then you have Kansas, Charlotte, and Vegas. Keep the stage, get rid of the cautions. Yeah, I mean, I think if you want to keep the stages and make the racing entertaining, just don't stop the race. You can still calculate stage points. You're right, Big Tony. Calculate the stage points. But I don't think you need to shut off the race. I don't think you need to do that. So that's where my thoughts are on that, because I think it's an opportunity. I think it's an opportunity that they have. Don't think we're going to see it next year. But we may see it in 2027. Who knows? Who knows what we'll see? Lower ground clearance below 4 on the supers. Yeah, for sure. Yep, that is true. So, alrighty. Well, it's been fun. It's been a fun chat today. And thanks for the Instagram audience for sticking around, because the Instagram audience sometimes can be low, and I don't know why. It's weird. It's the live streaming is off on it. Plus, I'm not vertical. I need to be vertical next time, besides the TikTok audience. So you can see that. The race this weekend, Zach, it is in Richmond, Virginia. And yeah, let's talk about that. Let's talk about the race schedule. So you have the Virginia's race is for Racing Lovers 150. That's tonight on Flow at 7:30 p.m. And then you have the Euro 250 truck race tomorrow night at 7:30 p.m. And then you have the Cup race at 7:30 again on Saturday. Yep, night race. It is a night race, so it's going to be good. Apparently, it is somewhat sold out. So, and I say somewhat because I don't remember if it was officially sold out, but I knew they were very, very close, which I'm stoked to see a Richmond race sold out. I mean, that is epic. I just hope people aren't wishing for another Austin Dillon incident. But yeah, let's run through kind of what's going on I guess tomorrow. So you have practice for the trucks at 2:05. I need Brad to win one. I think Brad could do well at the short track. You got the Craftsman Truck Series practice at 2:05 p.m. Eastern time. And then you have qualifying for that race at 3:10. And you have Cup practice and qualifying at 4:30 Eastern and 5:40 Eastern tomorrow. And then you have the Euro 250 at 7:30 p.m. Eastern time. And then on Saturday, obviously, you have the Cup race at 7:30. So yeah, it's a Cup Series weekend for sure. You also have MotoGP going on. I believe they're in Austria. I might be wrong on that. Let me check my MotoGP. What's up, W Deal, what's going on the kick? I appreciate that. Appreciate the kick fam. Appreciate the kick fam. Want to do more on kick. So yeah, MotoGP, these guys are absolutely wild on these bikes. So if I'm not mistaken, I thought they were in Austria. No, they're in Hungary. No, wrong. They're in Austria. Yeah, I was right. They're in Austria this weekend. So, but yeah, folks, that's what's going on in the motorsport world. Also, looking at some other news. I don't know if depending on how many of y'all were in here when I said it, but Dover ? Could move to the All-Star race 2026. Not a fan of that. Not a fan of that one. I think keep it where it is or move it to Rockingham, as Ty Bostic said. But other than that, any questions or topics y'all want to wrap up here in just a few minutes? Going to hop off, but any topics y'all want to discuss? See, this is weird. TikTok just don't love it. Yeah, I don't love it either. I'm not a big fan of it. Any topics y'all want to talk about? Any questions? Anything at all? As before we wrap up the live stream here. Before we wrap up the live stream. Appreciate the live, Gunnar. Appreciate that. And good to see you live, dude. Good to see you live. Because I don't have any other topics particularly. I mean, this weekend, I guess I could look over my pick. What dead track would you bring back? Kentucky. Bring back Kentucky. Gunnar says, if you're watching this live, what dead track would I bring back? I guess open it up to everybody. I would bring back Kentucky. I'd bring back, let me think. If Auto Club wasn't no, you're good, buddy. You're good. Oh, Adam Lucas just joined. The GOAT, the scheduling god. The scheduling god is here. Adam Lucas, everybody. If you don't know who Adam Lucas is, if you ever see my content with the schedules, he is the mastermind behind that. Adam, we missed you last night in the live. Would love Riverside or Texas or Chicago. John Ray. Absolutely. He said Chicago. I'm assuming he meant Chicagoland. Bring back Chicagoland. And that may be happening. Who the heck knows? Yeah, bring back some of those tracks. Absolutely. Auto Club, if it wasn't a freaking parking lot now, got to bring it back. Yep. Or are you saying bring back Chicago as in the street course? And Dan just joined. But I don't know if I'd bring back, I like Chicago. I just want to see a different mix of road courses. Different mix of road courses and street courses mixed in there. But yeah, Riverside, Texas World Speedway would be pretty cool to bring back. Absolutely. Absolutely. I love also when I go to the NASCAR schedule for this weekend, Kentucky, but restore turn one to its flat. Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. We got to bring back Kentucky. Bring back Kentucky. I would say I love when I go to the NASCAR website and go to the full schedules for this weekend. I see Bubba Wallace just left hooking Kyle Larson, and that's the only thing that it's where it stopped. I don't know why. Don't know if I stopped it there. Don't know if it's just there, but it's the play button. It shows that moment right there, which was crazy to watch. Chicagoland, yes sir. Yeah, Chicagoland would be the track to bring back outside of Kentucky. So, alrighty, folks. Alrighty, well, it's been a fun live. Thanks for all the comments and chats and all that stuff. I'll be releasing my track record episode tomorrow, talking about all my picks for this weekend. Really, I guess the only two races we have going on is trucks and Cup. I am going to go with I hate to do this, but I'm going to do it. Stick with my guns. Going to go Alex Bowman. Going to win this weekend. I hate that decision now looking at some numbers, but you never know. Bowman could surprise us. I think he's on the bubble. Could make it in. Appreciate everybody for tuning in. Hope you have a good rest of your night. And if you want to catch tonight, I'll be running in the INRS series, the iNASCAR Racing Series, live on the IWM Broadcast Network. That will be going live at 8:45 Eastern Time on the IWM Broadcast Network YouTube channel. Going to be at Richmond. It's going to be wild, to say the least. So, until next time, see you, Gunner. I'll see y'all later. Actually, TikTok, you're going to be one of the last ones I click off of here.